Boom. Okay. All right. And we're live. Get this thing going. Freak Show. Deadman's Tome Freak Show. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Would you bring your attention to me? We present
the ringmaster.
no, right? I need a. Do I need to go all out and wear a stupid top hat and some? Nah, that's gimmicky. That looks lame.
You could wear your hood,
My hood? Yeah, maybe.
your hood and cape. Yeah.
Maybe. How much of character I want to go into this? Do I want to look like a freak when I'm talking about other freaks on the internet? That's what the
Why
show
not?
is, ladies and gentlemen. You know, sometimes it builds perspective to look at the dumpster fires that are out there. Look at the people that are out there. They have so much history. They've done so much stuff that it's written. It's ingrained in the internet. Like, people will know who they are because of this, you know?
Right.
And it builds perspective because it's like, oh, man, I thought my life was shitty, but look at that, you know? It makes you wonder,
Right.
how did some of these people get by, get around, continue to find work?
I want to know how some of them sleep at night.
Right? I don't know, Becky. I really don't. But we're going to get into this.
I don't either.
So, Ian Miles Cheong. That's who I picked for the start of this. And it's gonna be interesting. A few things. $5 shots. Let me put that on the screen. I think I should put that on the screen for anyone who just pops in, right?
Right.
Okay, let me do that real fast. Boom. While I do that, if you have anything you want to announce, feel free to. Let's see.
We have the e-zine that just came out, the printed e-zine. It's free to read on the Patreon. If you go to the Deadman's Tome Patreon account, and if you want a print copy, you can get that on Amazon.com.
All right.
It's called Deep Fried Horror.
Deep Fried Horror, that's right. And it's free. It is free. Oh, I mean, the paperback's not free.
Well,
but you can get...
Right.
I mean, you can get the e-zine for free. But if you want the physical copy, you have to buy that because I can't sell that for free. You know, that doesn't work that way.
Right.
It doesn't cost me anything really, well, except for the stories for the e-zine. Yeah. All right, so we have it there. $5 shots. Donate using Streamlabs or PayPal. The links are in the description box below. Okay, let's just get into this. First, you gotta say, not taking any sides. I know Ian Miles Cheong has a lot of drama, a lot of baggage,
Mm-hmm.
and he's done a lot of things to certain people. Okay, and now I might know
he needs a baggage carousel.
Yeah, he does. He does. He should probably just lay low for a little while and just reset or something.
He has to get some kind of enjoyment out of this, you know. I don't know what, but he has to.
Wow.
He does this constantly.
Yeah, he probably does. He probably gets off on this. I mean, he would have to, because I don't think this guy has a girlfriend or has ever had a girlfriend, which is interesting. Which we'll get there. There's so much. I guess we're gonna have to start with who he is and what he does. Malaysian, self-hating Asian, white supremacist.
He was compared to like a Nazi, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was compared to a Nazi. Because of what? Because of
some of the stuff they dug up on him on a chat log where he basically comes out as a Nazi, begging on anyone and everyone.
Yeah, let me see if I can find one of his tweets. I have some stuff here. Let me see if I can pull that up. You see, I don't want to just be talking out of my ass. I want to make sure I have stuff right.
Right. He's something, I'm telling
I
you.
know.
I just, the more I read, the more I was like, what the hell?
Mm, he's insane. He's insane. Uh, let's see. Let's go deeper into this guy. So yeah, he was compared to be a Nazi. You know, white supremacist. He's also he was an SJW, turbo feminist, but went anti SJW when he received more money for being edgy. That's this sort of guy.
Yeah.
The guy would do the guy would do anything for money. That is, you know, he's not gonna do anything for free. No way.
No, he doesn't. And he finds ways to make money off of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I read somewhere that, people were not surprised that for the right amount of money, he would agree to anything.
Now I have to ask you, Becky. What is a
Hmm.
turbo feminist as a woman? Like, do you know what this is?
Hell no, I have no clue.
I
I
mean,
mean, is that like a turbo in your car makes your car go faster and have a higher horsepower? So I guess that I guess that would mean that they're a super feminist. I don't know. Is there such a thing?
a super feminist. He's more. He's more feminist than feminist. That is. How do you do that? Like how do you achieve that? Like so you take
That's a really good question.
you take whatever feminist talking point or whatever, and so you go even above that. You go above and beyond that.
Right.
Man.
Well, it's funny because one of the tweets that I noticed, they say that, he identifies as a feminist, but one of the tweets that he did says, "I'm especially enjoying how modern feminism teaches that all women are victims who need allies, safe spaces, and for others to stop being bullies."
Oh yeah. I mean, he definitely
And
needs
someone
that.
said to him, "People probably shouldn't be bullies, though." And he said, "Nah, bullying builds character."
Of course he did. Uh,
I mean, he's just a big bully.
he is. He is. And we'll get more into this. Um, well, I guess we're gonna start with being a whore for money, a whore for the dollar. I know I wanted to dig into the Nazi thing, but we'll get into that. For the whore for a dollar, um, you know you are a whore when you are willing to sell your influence.
Hmm.
I think you did some reading on this guy. On Reddit, right? He would sell his influence. He'd
Yeah, and he stole people's comments and whatever, and posted them on his own Twitter accounts
mhm, mhm.
to build his rise to fame.
What a special character this guy is. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was a redditor, a top karma
He
redditor.
manipulated the system. I mean, he manipulated the system any which way he could, it
Mm,
seems.
mhm. So
He peddled his articles far and wide.
yeah, his own content too. So like he would make sure his own
Right,
content from his own websites were like the top tier on Reddit.
right, right. And there's something on Reddit. I'm not real familiar with how Reddit works, but I know
Yeah.
that there's something on there that says, you can self promote, but you have to promote 9 times as much for others as you promote for yourself.
Yeah, that's supposed to happen. That's supposed to happen, but it doesn't happen.
Right, right. They finally banned him.
Yeah, that's true. They did. They had to. They had to because
Yeah,
he did it so much that
he's been banned from something else too.
oh man, this guy gets banned from everywhere. Let's see, man. This pull up his rap sheet here. Um, I feel like a criminal history
Oh
on this guy.
no.
Oh fuck! Jesus Christ. Okay. Do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he was accepting brides, pretty much on Reddit. Um,
Right.
he posted
And
links
then
to
he got in
site.
the middle of Gamergate and all
Oh
that.
yeah, which I know a little too much about that. Um,
Right.
yeah, and to clarify, yeah, he definitely did get banned off of Reddit, for pretty much spamming and shameless self-promoting with regard of his site.
Up Rocks.
Mhm.
Up Rocks, is that right? Then he
Yeah.
got banned from there too.
Yeah, he posted about a global post and Uproxx. Eventually, both
Yeah.
accounts were banned when it was realized that Ian was plugging these sites for money.
They also figured out that he had multiple accounts
Of course
on
he does.
Reddit.
He doesn't have anything to do. I mean, anything else to do. This is what
Right.
he does. He's,
Yeah, it says he pretty much lived on Reddit for a long time.
Yeah. He's a. I mean, he's.
And now he's on Twitter all the time.
Yep. All the freaking time. Oh,
Really?
man. Yeah. Yeah. So.
We should invite him to be a guest on the Tome.
He should be. That'd be interesting. I would like to pick his brain, see what he says about some of this stuff.
I'll invite him and see what he says.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, worst thing he can do is say no.
Right. Right.
Or come on.
Now
We'd have to listen to him for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah. But we could do. We've done that before with Nicholas Passion.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Italian Boomhauer. We've done it with him. I think we handled that well when he was on. We let him talk.
We did, but it was brain melting.
It was. You know, and yeah, we are airing out Ian Milechung's dirty laundry here, but it's information everyone has access to and all that. It's just hilarious to me,
right?
You know, and maybe you can
it's jaw dropping is what it is. I mean, he has got some nerve.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we'll get more into it because, so it's what I mean. Getting banned off of Reddit, I mean, that's not enough to be like, oh yeah, he has nerve. Oh yeah, he's a bad guy. I mean, yeah, taking brides, that shows character, right? That shows this guy's kind of a shady character. What is he doing? You know, but he also was a quote journalist. He took an interest in video games and decided to become a gaming journalist. He was at a website called hellmode.com, which I believe is defunct. He quickly gained a reputation as a tireless suck up. He would suck up to everybody to, I mean, I guess to get stories, right?
Right.
But then he
said he did pay some of his writers.
Mm-hmm. Some, right? But he was also a kiss ass, a backstabber, who didn't think twice about throwing friends under the bus for his own benefit. Like he would take brides, and then talk about how. Okay, so he would take brides and talk about how he was taking brides and how it was wrong for the people who gave him the brides to give him the brides. Bribes. I'm saying brides.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know you were, but I wasn't going to say anything. I rubbed off on you.
He wishes they were brides. Well, they might be.
I'm rubbing off on you.
He does live in Malaysia. I believe they are Muslim over there. Is that the thing?
I'm not sure.
Which
yes, that's where he's from, but I don't know if they are or not.
Actually, I believe he's from China. I think he lives. Is he from Malaysia? Oh no, born in Malaysia. Okay, born in Malaysia. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Make it sure now. Okay. I hope this guy doesn't represent Malaysians. Jesus Christ. So he.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine that he would. They probably disowned him. You kidding?
They probably will. Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of the people on the internet probably already know what I'm hinting at here because it's kind of very recent happenings with a certain Andy Worski, the certain channel that he had. I'll just go into it. So apparently, I don't know. You know who Andy Worski is, Becky? He's
No.
another YouTube personality, pretty much. So he and Ian Miles Cheong, they work together. I don't know why. After knowing what we know very little of, we haven't dug into his whole history, but knowing what we know so far, I don't know why he would work with him at all. You know,
I don't either.
but he did, and he was doing a channel with him, but apparently they had some bad beef, something happened between them, and Ian was like an owner of the channel. They were both owners of the channel, and with that, you get permission to change thumbnails, right? Like that as
Right.
part owner of the channel, you change thumbnails. Well, what he did, this Ian Miles Cheong, was he replaced all the thumbnails or various thumbnails with homosexual pornography.
Oh my God!
He did this, and it's traceable because it tells you.
Yeah, who did what?
Yeah, it tells you like what country it came from and all that. So, all right, so some guy in Malaysia changed my thumbnails, and there's only only so many people who have access to the channel. Who else could it fucking be? Jesus Christ,
It's not. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. Yeah.
Like, but the thing is, in Malaysia, homosexual pornography is a punishable offense. I think by. I don't.
Oh, I think you're right.
I think.
Oh my God, that's
pretty fatal.
funny.
I gotta see what Malaysian homosexual pornography. Gotta see what happens with that. Because the way he was doing this, he had to have been downloading it. Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, he could definitely be locked up. He would definitely be locked up because they're not cool with you being gay over there in Malaysia. They're not cool with that. Okay? They're not.
They're probably not very cool with him being a feminist either.
A turbo feminist.
Yes, I'm sorry, a turbo feminist.
Not just.
I see this fool on one of those things that you stand on that has wheels, and him going flying. I forget what they're called.
Oh,
like a scooter thing.
Yeah, this fucking.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I could just see him going, wee. him and his moves. Yeah. No, just no. Oh my God.
Oh my God, I'm so trying to think what the fuck those things were called. They had the two wheels, little scooters, the little stand scooter thing.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What were they? Oh man, it's come to. Those things were so lame anyway.
Well, but I can still see him riding one.
Oh man, and do you know why?
The hot pink one.
Oh yeah, it had to be hot pink, definitely for him. Part of the reason where he gets that turbo feminist thing from is during the whole Gamergate thing, which you mentioned before. Which, okay, so the whole Gamergate thing, I wasn't a part of it, but I was like, I would retweet things, tweet things, hashtag Gamergate. I was like, I kind of got wrapped up into it, but even at the time, I felt it was kind of stupid because I was like, wait a second. Ethics and video game journalism, what they would say. There's a whole thing with Zoe Quinn had a game that was favorably reviewed by someone she slept with, and people got all butthurt about that because that's never happened before in any industry. Like, it doesn't happen now in every industry like it does. You pay to play. That's how it works. You don't. I know it's unethical, but that's what fucking happens. And Mr. Ian Miles Cheong, it definitely does that. He's unethical to his very core. So it kind of makes sense why he would be like on the other side, anti-Gamergate, which but what I was getting at when I would do those tweets I was like, wait a second, ethics in video game journalism? Psh, what? What?
Right.
Is it like? Hold on. I know you don't play a lot of video games, Becky, but imagine this. Let me tell you this. You know, like those video game magazines, like Nintendo Power, are man, what were they all called? Man, it's been so long. My God.
I remember seeing them.
Yeah. Game Pro and shit like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So who do you think pays the bills there? Who do you think pays for those magazines to function? I'll give you a hint.
Well, I would assume the game.
Yeah. Not just the game, but the people who make the games.
Right.
Advertising. Advertising pays the bills. So,
Right.
if your advertisers, the people who make the games, are paying you to exist, and you turn around and you shit on their game, even if it is a shitty game, they're probably not want to put their ads in in your magazine anymore.
Right. I wouldn't think so.
Now, that's unfortunate, you know. You would think, well, maybe they would just make a better game. Maybe they would. But that's not how it works. You know?
Oh,
so
Lord.
I just a little think about that, and that's what I was like, oh man, this trend is stupid. But anyway, sorry, this is a digression. But during that, there was a situation. There's a freaking gnat on my screen. That's why I'm like hitting at it. During the whole situation.
Where's the cat?
I don't know. Probably taking a shit in litter box. I don't know.
Oh,
Cuffing him
Lord.
another hairball. There was a part where, and I don't know if you read about this, he was accusing people of rape. He accused this guy, KSI. He was a streamer. You know, did you read about that situation? You know about that one?
Yes.
Oh,
I saw that.
What happened? What's
He
your take
accused him of all kinds. It's just.
Let me pull it up too.
I don't even know what to even say about it. I mean, it just floored me. I was like, why? Why would you?
Yeah. So he gave a false accusation of rape to KSI
Right.
because he's such a feminist. He stands for female representation, female treatment, even if they don't even feel offended or slighted against or assaulted or anything like that.
Right.
KSI
Right.
was
Sure, he does.
It was like, I think some because he's turbo, right? He's turbo. He's more
Right,
feminist
yeah.
than feminist. So it was like at a gaming convention. I guess some game convention, whatever. KSI was there. He was, you know, I guess saying hi to the girls that were coming up to him, making sexual comments. In one case, even motorboating the chicks that came up to him. Now they were part of it. They were in it. They would come up to him.
Right.
He would hug them, you know, be friendly with them. But it wasn't like awkward, and it wasn't like anything the girls had any problems with. But
Right.
girlfriend, micro penis, Ian Miles Cheong was watching the whole thing. I was feeling, you know,
It's called jealousy.
is that what it's called?
Uh-huh.
And that's
I
from
mean, think about it. It'd be like going to a book convention that, you know, we go to and taking books, and, you know, fans come up and they hug you or whatever, or you stand in line for 2 hours to see, you know, Stan Lee or somebody, and, you know, get their autograph and whatever, and then somebody, little weasel in the crowd, you know, starts screaming, "Oh my God, he hugged her and squished her boobs up against him." I mean,
yeah.
duh.
It's like, oh,
I just want to smack him. Can I smack him?
he would probably let you. He would probably let you and not do anything.
If I paid him.
Because he's a turbo feminist. He won't hit you back. He wouldn't. No.
I think we should send him a bra.
He could probably use one.
If he's a yes, if he's a turbo feminist, I want to send him one because if he's gonna side with women and want to be, you know,
You think he lactates?
know how look know how he know how we feel. Well, that he should wear one just so that he would know how we feel. You know?
Is that what he does? He tries to know how women feel. Like he tries to get their feeling. Like he tries to, like lactate and maybe I don't know, go through the sequence of birth or periods or something.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, Jesus.
I don't know.
Oh man,
He is something.
he probably walks around with like tampons, like of something. It's my
He's
time of the
handing
month.
them out.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
handing them out. Here you go. Instead of handing out rubbers, he's handing out tampons.
Ooh, that's even creepier. And there's actually some freaks out there that do that shit. We'll get to him on a later episode. But there's a guy. I think he's in Canada, and he's a guy, but he identifies as a woman, and he's going around handing tampons to like little girls. And talking about his yeah, this guy is a fucking freak. We'll talk about him next time.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Seriously. Anyway.
Oh my God.
So, yeah. So he writes an article accusing KSI of being a rapist. Right? He does that shit.
I mean, all to get attention. To stir
Pretty
the
much.
shit pot.
Yeah.
I mean, does he not understand that's a serious allegation?
And I have the tweets on the screen that are part of it. You have Miles Cheong who'd be like, "No worries, I never said you were the one being sexually harassed or assaulted. Other girls didn't seem into it though." And Brandy, she was like, well, others didn't get touched, so who else would be the other being assaulted you spoke of? Hashtag motorboat. Hashtag motorboat girl. She was the girl that was motorboated.
Right.
And KSI, like, you know what? I talked about KSI before when I was talking about the Logan Paul KSI boxing match. And he's part of that. He was in that shit. He has, as much as I hate to say it, he does have some charisma. Like, he has enough charisma and charm to probably get himself out of a motorboat situation. Like he's the sort of guy that has that smile that in person when you meet him, he has a lot of energy. He's very happy, at least when you're around him. That it'd be like, okay, you're in it. It's the moment, or whatever. Okay. Anyway,
right.
So, oh, man, but there's a rumor. Some people think that the reason why Ian didn't like the fact that KSI motorboated a chick and got away with it was because he's black.
Oh. Whoa.
Because apparently there's evidence that Ian is, he does not like black people, which is why he was so mad.
I would like to introduce him to Wrath.
I know, right? When he saw KSI's, when he saw KSI motorboating a white woman, he was not happy. He was not happy. This is just based on Ian's use of the word, the N-word. I'm not gonna say it. Can't say it. But yeah, he used that. Quite.
Wow.
Yeah. It also doesn't.
Something else.
It also doesn't help that he seems to be a self-hating Asian. Huh?
Explain that.
Okay.
He doesn't want to be an Asian. He wants to be what?
Well, we'll get into that. So, let's see.
A woman. He wants to be a woman. I'm kidding.
I think
I
so.
don't
No. No, you're spot on. I think he wants to be a woman. I think he really does identify as a woman. Because think about it. If he was downloading homosexual pornography and putting it on, Worski's channel, and he's jealous that KSI is motorboating a white chick or just any chick, then maybe he wishes, and he calls himself a turbo feminist, maybe he wishes he could be a woman and have KSI motorboat him. Maybe he wishes he was the one that was motorboated.
Oh, but he
Well,
could have been.
he could have been. He could
I
have
mean,
been.
have you seen him?
I have seen photos, and he is a pretty large, body positive. I think body positivity is what he's strong in, right?
Um, moobs is
Yeah,
the word.
moves.
Yeah.
Ian
He,
has said that Hitler is a personal hero of his. He has said
yeah.
that Hitler is a personal hero, and that he considers himself a banana or yellow on the outside and white on the inside.
Wow.
Um,
Wow. Just wow.
yeah, he's a fan of Hitler. Uh,
Yeah. That says a lot right there.
that's pretty much it, huh? I mean, that's all you really need to know about him.
Yeah. I need to smack him.
You really do. You really could do that.
I really would like to.
It'd be great. I mean, he could use it. He could definitely use a good smacking around, you know?
I think that he could use someone turning him over his knee and busting his butt.
Now, while this next part might not be worse than that, I mean, it's hard to. I mean, if he thinks Hitler is his hero and all that, he identifies with them. Okay, I mean that's pretty bad. But he, I think we got to this already. He's a backstabber. So during the Gamergate thing, he was anti-Gamergate, right? And you'd be like, champion for the women, white knighting them.
So you read his post.
And then he would turn around and then be like pro Gamergate. He would change sides. He would change sides just based on where he's getting the money, where he's getting the attention.
Yeah, he contradicts himself. And it's kind of like he's built this box around himself, and he lives in his own little world where he's the supreme being in it, you know?
And like, let's get into some real fast because
Okay.
he virtue signals so hard. Like when he was on the whole anti-Gamergate thing, some of the tweets he had one where it was like he tweeted someone and someone responded, "Did you really just retweet something comparing someone not calling a trans by a pronoun to the Jews and the Holocaust? Idiot." Some person named Sonny was telling him that. And of course, he responds by saying, "You do know that Jews weren't the only victims of the Holocaust, right?" So, I mean, he was virtue signaling so hard. He would white knight people so hard if they would just misrepresent the pronouns of someone. He would say that is the equivalent. That is the equivalent of just, putting Jews in the Holocaust. But that's not even close.
Wow.
Like
No.
if I misgender someone, which honestly, I'm like, what? But anyway, if I misgender someone, that's just me making a mistake. That might be me being an asshole. But being a Nazi? No.
Yeah, no.
Come on.
I mean, people make mistakes, I mean...
Yeah, they do.
I mean, as far as that's what I'm talking about. And people make mistakes. I mean, they say the wrong thing sometimes, and they mean nothing by it. But he is a different story. I don't understand how he got the comparison to Nazis.
About how Ian got the comparison to Nazis?
Yeah.
I think that just comes from
that was like an extreme.
Well, where that comes from is him being pro-Hitler, saying things in favor of Hitler.
Well, right.
And the whole like banana, being the banana, yellow on the outside, white on the inside, using the N-word, you know, that sort of stuff, which is ironic for him because he was, you know, like he would virtue signal, he would attack those that were racist, but then he would go around and say something crazy like this. The dumb brown. Let me just bring up his tweet. Bring up a photo of one of his tweets real fast. Let's see here. This one here, which he defends being like it's the toxic gamers guys. Change this. All right. Oh, wrong one.
It's like he's prejudiced, you know?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Conveniently prejudiced at that.
Yeah.
I mean, and that... Okay. Being Southern, I've seen prejudiced against
I've seen
everything and anything, and I'm sure you have too. But... Yeah. I mean, it's something that I never understood. I mean, you know, I guess I'm colorblind kind of when it comes to people. People are people. I don't care if you're green with pink polka dots. I mean, that might be kind of cool, but I mean, I don't care. You know, I mean, it's like I don't care what your sexual preference is. You know, I don't care whether you go to church or you don't go to church or you know, I don't care what you believe. It's, you know, as long as you're not pushing what you believe on me, I'm not gonna push what I believe on someone else. But it always amazes me why a minority person is prejudiced.
Yeah.
Now, why would you be the very thing that is something that is done to you? I mean, I don't understand that.
Sometimes it happens, you know. See, maybe play this clip. Maybe this might help us. Let's see if this helps. What is this?
Oh my Lord!
Oh shit! Can't play that one.
Oh my Lord!
God! Oh man, that's something. That's something connected with him. Oh man.
Yeah, that's bad.
That's crazy. He was comparing what that was in reference to was slavery and the Holocaust, and where he got in trouble on Twitter. He gets into the Twitter beefs with people, and I mean maybe
it has to be attention. It has to be. I mean, did mom not pay attention to you when you were young? I mean, what the hell?
Well, probably in Malaysia. I mean, I don't know what happened to his mom. I mean, who knows?
Well,
but he was comparing owning slavery, which everyone complains that according to Ian Miles Cheong, every Southerner owned slaves back then, and then like a Holocaust. Not every German was part of it. So like, I'm like, what are you saying? Like, why are you even in that comparison in the first place? Why are you trying to have a pissing match about which one's worse? Like, what are you doing? You don't win there. You're not gonna win. Like,
it's just to rile people up and get everybody, you know, let's stir the shit pot.
Yeah. But of course, the tweets I have on screen don't help him much. Keep in mind, this is guy super. Remember, SJW, social justice warrior, very progressive, at least he was. He would tweet things like, the dumb brown people are also led by a white guy named Rourke. Brown people are too stupid to lead themselves, I guess.
Wow.
Privilege.
The dumb brown people, that's what he said in that post.
Yeah.
It's a wonder he's still breathing.
Well, he lives in Malaysia where, I mean...
They have cars and planes.
Yeah, they do. Let's see. This one is in reference to a video game. I'm talking to patriotic whatever about Mass Effect 3. I can't help getting the feeling that Rogan now he gets to white man's burden.
Wow.
privilege and the fact that these guys are white. What does being white have to do with it? And then right here, if you're white and you are a feminist, that makes you literally worse than Hitler. If you are white and you are Becky,
Yes.
you're white, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a feminist? I mean,
No.
I mean, but I mean, you're like, women should have like equal rights. I mean,
You're cutting in and out.
can you hear me now?
Hold your head still.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, then you're not worse than Hitler. You're not worse than Hitler. Look at that.
Yay me!
Oh man. I'll take the right to vote back from you. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing.
Well,
but
might as well.
In his right, I mean, in his defense, of course, Cheong would say it in another tweet. I said some gross shit while young, dumb, and under the influence of a very toxic gaming community that is trying to smear me today. So,
I think he smeared his own self.
yeah, he did.
He's just looking for somebody to blame.
Yeah. Man, so that's about him getting caught up in Twitter beefs, which can happen if you're an idiot.
You know, here's this article that I read.
Yeah.
This sums him up pretty well. It says, Ian isn't a person. He's a bot the internet created. Ian is a liquid that can only take shape of the things around him. He has no morals, no stance, and no views that he won't change for approval or money.
Mm-hmm. That sounds right. That sounds right. That sounds right. You know, and there's something that happened very recent with this guy that. No, I'll save that for the very end. Let me put this here. About more hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is great, right?
Right.
All right. So, do you know Pepe the Frog? Are you familiar with the Pepe the Frog meme, Becky?
No.
Oh, it was. You've probably seen it. I'm sure you've seen it. It was that green frog thing associated with Trump.
Oh yeah.
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 Well, they call him Pepe the Frog. Okay. Well.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that's what they called him.
Well, Ian, on the website called Heat Street, he was saying that Pepe the Frog is not a racist meme. Some people were saying that Pepe the Frog is racist because anything that's a meme that's positive towards Trump is racist because Trump is like literally worse than Hitler, apparently.
Right. Yeah.
So he was defending it. He said stuff, and in this quote, what was here? In reality, Pepe the Frog is a complex creature. It's lived multiple lives after finding a home on 4chan's board. Shortly after becoming into existence, Pepe naturally fell into the hands of self-described shit posters who just made it. So I mean, what that is there is, I mean, he's okay. Sorry, I'm lost track. But yeah, sorry. He would defend this meme. Sorry, he would defend Pepe the Frog. But then later on, after the editor of Heat Street would the editor would come out and say that no, it's racist. Like, we're not going to have this. We're not going to support it. That's when That's when Chungus went ahead and turned around and said, okay, yeah, it's indeed anti-Jewish. It's indeed anti-Jewish.
Wow.
It's indeed racist.
Yeah, he flip-flops to whatever,
Yeah. And I think that
the majority like or don't like.
Yeah, I think we see that with this character here. The way he took bribes on Reddit the way he flip-flopped on, or actually took bribes as a journalist, a game journalist, and would write about how bad it is to take bribes while still enjoying the bribes, and was anti-Gamergate, which was the other side of the ethics in video game journalism, but then would flip-flop and go pro-Gamergate, which I didn't really touch on like how that happened, but
Right.
he caved. It was based on pressure of the whole ethics. I guess he wanted to flip on the other side. He wanted to be an edgelord. He found that being an edgelord, there was some profit to it, some money, but he was still unethical. He was still a backstabbing, slimy, disingenuous fake. I wouldn't really say fake. He's just an opportunist. He's a weasel. You know, if there's money to be had, he's going to be there. Am I cutting in and out for you?
No,
Okay. But let me get to the last piece here. I think
somebody compared him to a real life version of Homer Simpson.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I really can.
I about swallowed my gum when I read that.
He okay, so he got into okay, I'm gonna bring up Andy Worski again, right? They got into beef, they got into trouble, right? And he's putting gay pornography on Ian Miles Cheong putting gay pornography on Worski's channel, trying to get it taken down. Well, they put a stop to that, but then something else happened, and you're not gonna believe this, but Ian Miles Cheong tried to swat Andy Worski. Now this is kind of old news as far as internet goes, but and he
yeah, it's new news to me. So
yeah, he confirmed it. He admitted that he did this.
why would he do that?
It's crazy. It's crazy, huh? Let me play the audio.
There's
clip.
something wrong with that man.
Mm-hmm. It is. let me play the clip for you here. Hopefully this is it.
We just had 2 police officers, 2 detectives.
All right, let me turn it up.
Interrogate me.
So right now we hear you hear it, Becky?
I allowed them to search my house.
Kind of loud.
The information from the caller was information that you have. It's funny how you try to getting me pretty much arrested or worse, and you've done this before to Wild Goose, who you got his dog killed.
Yeah, so what you're hearing now is Andy Worski saying that he just
Wow.
got swatted. Cops came to his house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good news for Andy is that he lives in Canada, where they don't just roll up in heavy militarized vehicles and and you know flash bang the house and go in there and sort of shoot up the place. I guess a softer approach. They actually investigate beforehand whether or not they
Right.
need to go all like die hard on you. So he apparently told the police that he had weapons, illegal weapons, had cocaine, was mentally unstable.
Lord.
Yeah. Try to tell him things.
With a flashbang, luckily in Canada they don't SWAT, they investigate. So thank you for trying to ruin my life. And it's pretty obvious it's you. You've done this many times to people. You've told me that you're fine with people being swatted or doxxed.
All right, now we're going to the confession audio. All right, one moment. Let me skip ahead.
He needs his butt kicked.
He does.
Out saying that she's gonna make a video on me.
Okay, let me go back a little bit.
Out saying that she's gonna make a video on me. That really actually set me off. I did not need to see that. I'm more than happy to just let him leave me alone. grabs my hand. So I call the police. I actually called the police on him. I know what he does. I know he has illegal firearms. I know that he is deeply entrenched in the alt-right.
So, like, illegal firearms. He's entrenched in the alt-right.
I know that he has a lot of cocaine in his
A lot of, like, how does he
How
even,
does he know this?
Yeah, how does he even know this?
Yeah, he's fucked. He's fucked. I even talked to them on the phone. So, who knows? Maybe they'll pay him a visit very soon.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, that's sort of information you give out if you want the motherfucker to die. I mean, or have a real bad time, get arrested or something.
Right.
That was...
How could you be so hateful that you'd want... I mean, he that could ruin somebody's life totally.
It can, and it does. I mean, there's been people who died because of false swatting. Or swatting. You know, there was a...
I mean,
in the
it's
news
like...
recently where a gamer got pissed off at another Call of Duty gamer, and he called... he tried to do a SWAT on the house, but he got the address wrong. Even if he got it right, it wouldn't make it right. And some person just died because cops showed up at the door, and he was confused. He didn't do what the cops said because, oh my God, when you get a bunch of motherfuckers pointing guns at you, yelling commands at you all at the same time, it's like, I'm trying to process this, bro. What's going on? And you're taking me not do anything as a reason to gun me down? Man. Like,
or you move the wrong way and they think you're going for a gun or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that brings up another concern. Maybe the police need to dial it down a bit. Jesus Christ. Like, do they think that every encounter is like a fucking hostage situation? Jesus. But, oh my God. The whole swatting thing is crazy. But even with our writing horror community, if you want to call it that, we have problems with people putting death threats on people. We have people trying to like mess with each other's lives, and that shit happens. So that's kind of the reason why I picked this guy as our first freak to show. It is kind of out of our realm. It's more on the YouTube, I guess, internet personality clash, whatever. But the guy has a very interesting past. He has a very interesting past in just being a backstabber, very shady, very unethical. From the very beginning, it's like while the people and the scenes change, what happens is about the same. Like, you could see it coming. So my advice would be probably not to work with him. I mean, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Run the other way.
Yeah. Because you're taking a liability. You don't know what he's going to do. Man. Like,
I don't know. I mean, that's really scary that people do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. It is. But it can happen any time, man, you know? You gotta be careful. You gotta trust people, right? But if they mess with you, if they treat you the wrong way, you gotta out that shit. Like, I know the other journalist, I think when he was working at freaking Hell Mode, what was it? There was a situation where I don't remember exactly. Let's see, put that note down. Let's see. It's about a story, covering a story. And what the journalist was like, I don't know if I want to do this. And he agreed. Yeah, don't worry. Don't cover that. Don't cover that. And all of a sudden, during a meeting, he'd be like, you know what? I'll cover it. I'll do it. And then the person's like, what? I thought you just said you didn't want me to cover it. And you agreed that I shouldn't cover it. No. He took that as an opportunity. He was thinking, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. But I want that. I want that money to come attached to that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You can't trust this guy.
It's all about money and attention. It seems. I mean,
yeah, definitely. Well, we are kind of coming to the end here. I think I think we did it right. Airing this guy's laundry out, kind of showcasing this guy as a freak. Now, ladies,
I
and
learned a
gentlemen,
lot.
if you want us to do this again, let us know who you would like us to talk about. It could be from the horror community, writers. It could be anyone, someone, a celebrity, people, someone everyone knows. You know, just leave it interesting. If it's interesting, we'll go into it. We'll go into it. All right. If y'all enjoy this, press the thumbs up button, subscribe, share, and y'all take it easy. All right. And we need some theme music. We don't have any theme music for this freak show thing. So, yeah, that'd be great. All right. Well, y'all take it easy.